Well, Happy New Year, Aries. It's so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are actually going to take a look at the next 3 months, what you can look forward to in January, February, and March. And this is kind of an important time because even though we've started a new year, we have so many transits coming up in the next couple of months, which really kind of put us in a totally new energy. And so it's exciting, but it does mean that there's a possibility of a lot of changes in your life over the next 3 months. So we're going to take a look, concentrate on these 3 months, see what is in store for you, and get advice from Spirit about how you can manage these different transits to your best ability. All right, so let's jump into the overall energy. Wombat Spirit, be at home, and rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Yeah, I love this. So it's kind of, there's this energy with the wombat about stepping into knowing that you have all the answers you need right inside of you. It's an energy of understanding that when you go within and listen to your higher self, your intuition, what your heart is desiring, you will have those things come to you. So it's about, the wombat spirit is really about eliminating some of those external distractions or burdens that may be clogging up your mental clarity. So meditating at this time is really important, keeping your mind calm, going within, journaling, they're saying journal. So really journal. The energies are moving so quickly with all of the retrogrades, and then we have a Pluto moving into Aquarius. That's a lovely transit. We'll be happy to see that. So with all of these changes, especially in the North Node and such, you are going to know that the best way to get through this is to step into listening to your higher self. So I love this energy. So we're going to, like I said, we're going to take a look at January, February, and March, see what the energies have for you. Wow, this is looking beautiful. So we're going to kind of take a look at your spiritual path, but I'm also looking at possible love and career coming in for you. So, and you have lots of pentacles. You also have the Two of Cups. Lovely. Yeah, one of the things about this time is that January kind of, even though there is this powerful energy with being a new year, the other thing is that it's helping to clear out with the Mercury retrograde, and then Jupiter and Saturn going into into new planets. What's happening is that we are stepping into a time where a lot of things are we're finally clearing out anything that has been holding us back, so that when the planets go direct, we can really step into that lovely energy. Okay, so let's see what we have underneath. Yeah, you have the Page of Wands and sacrifice. Sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. Yeah. So there's this energy here where you are really, over the next 3 months, cutting out anything that no longer is for your higher self. And there is some pain with that, right? There is that energy of, oh my goodness, I put so much time and energy, love into something. But there's this also, at the same time, you're understanding that you're clearing things out to make room for the new. And with the Page of Wands, it's this fresh, new sense. So it's kind of like when you really clean your house out, you declutter it, you get rid of all the stuff that's been shoved in closets or something. And then you feel revitalized, right? You're like, okay, now I got rid of this clutter, because it's like you have mental clutter right now. I feel like your life in some way has some clutter, some things need to be cleared out. Okay, the situation that they're giving me, and it's kind of interesting, is, have you ever gone to a model home, like a builder is building a new neighborhood and they have, the swanky model home, and you walk walk in and you're like, yes, this is, oh my gosh, if I could just live in this house, life would be perfect, right? One of the things is that, cause I tend to be in love with real estate, is that, I have had to realize too, over the years, that the model home is very drawing to us because there is no clutter, yes, it may have nice decorations in it that we're attracted to, but you go into the closet, there's nothing in the closet, right? You look in the cabinets, there's nothing in the cabinets, right? It's not a real home. It is the illusion, right, of what your home could look like, but it's not real. And that is one of the things, what you're getting rid of is the illusions, right? It says all the things that need to go, illusions, obsessions, addictions, the illusion that if I buy that model home, my gosh, my life will be perfect. But then you move in all of your clutter. All of a sudden that house doesn't look like the model home. So it's that energy of understanding, okay, it may not be that I need the new model home, right? Maybe what I need instead is to clean out the clutter in my own house. And so, with that Page of Wands energy there, it's about understanding what it is that you need to clear out. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you do that get this fresh new look on 2023. You clear out any of that past energy or limiting beliefs or literally the clutter in your house, the clutter in your home. You clear that out, you get inspired, and then there's this new Page of Pentacles coming in. I feel like the Page of Pentacles is bringing something in perhaps that is going to get you inspired. The Page of Pentacles is an offer. It's a new piece of wisdom. It's understanding that the model home is just an illusion. It's not the real. Nobody lives in that model home, right? And so I think it's also interesting. You have speaker under here. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration, of speaking. But I also feel I get a strong indication that what you may do is in the next 3 months, perhaps even in January or February, you may hear a speaker. It could be on YouTube, right? Or it could be that you go to some type of conference or something like that. Or, you're watching TV or you're watching a documentary or something like that. There's some type of speech that either you are giving, but I really feel like you are hearing, that kind of like gives you that aha moment about how there is something, okay, that is just an illusion in your life. And that you're holding on to it. There's this sense, I'm holding on to that illusion. I'm holding on to the idea that if I just buy that perfect model home, my life will be okay, right? I have fallen for that. And it doesn't. You move your stuff in and then all of a sudden it does not look like the model home. And you're like, what have I done, right? So, and I feel like, part of this could be that you bought that model home last year, or you made some big change in your life that you thought was going to bring you happiness, success, fulfillment, love, whatever, and it didn't work out. Understanding that you may have bought into an illusion at some point, thinking that if you made that big change, everything would be okay. But the truth of the matter is, you realize all I really need to do is clear out some of the clutter in my life. It's not about pulling up my roots and going somewhere else. It's about taking care of what I already have, appreciating it, So I love that. So let's take a look at January. Wow. Yeah, you're starting the year off planning, taking action. You have the King of Wands, getting really inspired. That's why I feel like whatever that, that hearing a speaker or whatever, you may read something in a book, something like that. It kind of gets you inspired. It's kind of like, okay, wait a minute. It's almost like you see something that happened in 2022, right? That it was that you bought into an illusion and you've just been kind of holding on to that. And it's kind of like, okay, I have to get real with myself, right? It's almost that energy of saying, okay, that was an illusion. And I get it kind of a little bit of a sense, oh no, how did I fall for that, right? But it's okay, because now what you're understanding is, okay, I feel like you made some decision based on some external factor. And you're realizing now that you bought into somebody else's idea of the perfect home. So like that model home may not necessarily be your idea of a perfect home, right? Somebody else created that. And now what you're understanding is, no, what I want to do is go and create my idea of a perfect home, right? Whatever that might be, instead of buying into somebody else's illusion. I feel like some of you may have even invested in some kind of a course, or, something, some kind of coaching or something like that. Like you bought into somebody's plan. You bought into somebody else's plan. Let me put it that way, right? So you bought into somebody else's plan, and now you've gotten into it, and you're kind of like, yeah, well, this is all an illusion. It's kind of like, like a get rich scheme or some fad diet where you're going to lose, 50 pounds in 30 days. And you're kind of like, yeah, I kind of bought into that. And then it's about going within and asking yourself, well, why did I want to? It's kind of like, with a get rich scheme or a fad diet, it's kind of like you want a big change in a short amount of time. And that is part of why you fell a little bit for it. Don't feel foolish. This was definitely on your path to help you to realize, wait a minute, I was trying to get through something really, really quickly, right? Perhaps a transition, perhaps a relationship ended, you decide to go on this big fat diet, and now you're recognizing, wait a minute, I need to look again. It's not about, my physical appearance. It's about, I want to go in and do the deeper work. And that's what I think you're coming into in 2023. It's kind of like, okay, I don't want to do it quick. I want to do it right. And that is what you're getting inspired because of that, because you're recognizing, I fell for somebody else's idea of the perfect house, the perfect diet, the perfect life, whatever you want to say, the perfect career. And now it's like, no, I want to create my perfect. Really very profound energy there. Yeah, because you have trust. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. Yeah. So I feel, once again, it's that energy of you trusted in somebody else, and now you're recognizing, wait a minute, I allowed somebody else to tell me what the crystal ball said. Now you're going within and understanding, no, my intuition, my higher self, my spirit guides, my angels are my crystal ball. They will help guide me. I'm not giving up my power to somebody else. Yeah. And because of that, you have the Four of Pentacles, managing your resources wisely, extremes in how you give or receive money, time, or emotion, smart business decisions, seeing things as black and white, being charitable. Yeah. So I feel like you're kind of in that Four of Pentacles energy because you gave up something in 2022, or it could have even been earlier than that, but there's this energy of, okay, wait a minute, I'm not overgiving anymore. I'm not falling for somebody else's schemes about what the crystal ball says. Instead, I'm going within. I'm doing the work that I may need to do. And it's not that you can't get advice from other people, Aries, you can get advice from other people, but it's kind of like knowing when that advice, tapping back into your intuition. When you hear advice or you hear this speaker or something like that, right? And you get that ping in your heart space, or, you get it kind of like, sometimes I'll get kind of like a tingling in my crown chakra or something like that. That means, okay, that message is for you. It doesn't mean that you have to go the whole way, but it's kind of like stopping and saying to yourself, what part of that do I resonate with? What part of that is for me? It doesn't mean the whole speech is for you. It doesn't mean the whole book is for you. It doesn't even mean the whole course is for you, right? But there's parts of it. It's kind of like if you went into the model home and you said, wow, I love this house, but what what about it do I really love? And you realize, well, I love it because it's clean. Okay, well, then maybe it's just you need to clean your own house, right? I mean, for me, that's what it always is. It's kind of like, look at this bathroom. It's so beautiful. Well, it's really beautiful because it's clean. It's not, it hasn't been used, there's not toiletries all over, the countertop. There's not shampoo bottles and everything in the shower. It's clean, it's neat. There's nothing in it. So it's kind of tapping into that because ease. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. Yeah. I feel like, this is your mantra. It's easy for me to receive. Because I feel like there is a little bit, now that you've figured out somebody may have taken you down the wrong path, now you're kind of like holding back a little bit too much, a little bit being, remembering I can trust, but it's about trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting your spirit guides and angels. And as you do that, you are receiving. It is easy for me to receive messages from my higher self, from my intuition. When I go within, I cannot go wrong. The blessings will come my way when I listen to my intuition. Okay, so wow, January looks beautiful. It's really that energy of understanding, okay, that something was an illusion. Now I'm stepping into looking into my own crystal ball, using my intuition, my spirit guides in order to help guide me, right, on the right path, to make this plan, to take action. And remember, you have the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles underneath. I think you're getting inspired right here in January, getting really inspired about, okay, what offers am I going to take? What information am I going to take in from my intuition? So I love that. Okay, so let's look at February. Wow, milestone. Love that. Okay, we have milestone and right action. Paragraphy literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. My goodness. Yeah, so you're really kind of... Okay, here's the thing, Aries, is that I think, when you got burned perhaps by somebody else's illusion or buying into somebody else's thinking or product or service or something like that, it may have been really hard for you to also acknowledge that that was not what was right for you. Right? There's almost sometimes we hold on to it because we feel like, oh my goodness, was I foolish enough to believe that? Right? And I feel like there's a little bit of this energy in February where you really understand it was not a wrong decision, because that, listening to somebody else's perfect, right? Or buying into somebody else's illusion actually helped you to recognize how important it is to follow your own guidance. You're looking into your own crystal ball, listening to your intuition, knowing what is right for you and what is not. And I feel like that was a huge, it could have been a huge lesson for you. You could have perhaps lost time, money, a sense of self in some respects, right? But now what you're recognizing is I have to let that go. I see now clearly how I'm going to move forward, because I know now I only need to listen to my intuition. I love this because you have the King of Pentacles, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, grounded, a time of great success, financial security and prosperity, the Midas touch, everything timing out beautifully, a supportive parent and spouse, a good person to work with. So I feel like you are getting, and remember you have this Page of Pentacles, I feel like you're raising your vibration in January because you're opening back up to your higher self, to source, in order to help guide you onto the right path for you to take now. And that right path has somebody, I feel, that is coming in that is going to be someone that loves your plan, so a creative, because we have the artist here, engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. It's kind of like stepping into this energy of, okay, I may have bought somebody else's idea of what the perfect career is, the perfect product, the perfect service is, right? But now I'm tapping into understanding that I have that wisdom within me. I don't have to buy somebody else's idea of what I should sell or what business or what art I should create. Instead, I'm tapping into what it is that I am here to do, my purpose, stepping into my own creative abilities. And when you do, you're stepping onto your purpose, then somebody is coming in that will either want to invest in you or encourage you or give you sound advice, right? Knowing that once you allow things that are not on your path to leave, then suddenly you have room for somebody to come in to help you. Rainbow blessings, this is you understanding, even with the King of Pentacles, this is your energy too, understanding that you can create what it is that you want for yourself financially, right? And with the Temperance energy, I also love this. This is about divine timing, knowing that everything has played out in divine time on your path, even buying into somebody else's illusion, right? Everything has panned out exactly the way that it's supposed to. I also like the Temperance energy because to me, it kind of reminds me that I'm in the perfect place at the perfect time, right? What I want is right here and available to me now. It's not about concentrating on what's happened in the past or what it is I want to create in the future. It's very much this energy of allowing things to come into my life and allowing things to go from my life, knowing that everything is perfect just as it is. And if you'll notice, okay, there are two birds. One is, with her sitting on her hand, and the other one is flying away. The energy of the Temperance is understanding that some things need to leave so that we can receive other things. It's that balance of understanding I have to allow something to go, whether that's a limiting belief, a thought, an illusion, whatever it is, I'm allowing that to leave because there's something better coming in for me. And knowing that I have this perfect balance, that things are coming and going from my life in the perfect divine time. It's a really lovely energy, Sagittarius energy, so, a fellow fire sign. But I feel like you are stepping into this energy of understanding that when you allow things to go and come into your life in that easy flow, right? That you can create the world that you are wanting. To me, the Temperance energy too has that little bit of a Midas touch energy to it. Knowing that when you allow this balance to happen, right? You can alchemy. You can be the alchemist. You can create, okay, gold in your own life, that Midas touch. And so is the King of Pentacles. So I really think that February is this energy. January is still a little bit about changing perhaps even your mindset about something that happened in the past, really and truly allowing that energy to go, decluttering your life, your emotional, your mental energies. Yeah, this is wow. Ooh, oh my goodness, look at all this Queen energy. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, it just keeps coming. Oh my gosh. Oh, Aries. Okay, where to start? Wow. I mean, literally, I'm almost dizzy because the energy is just so profound. February is huge for me. Once you allow this illusion, any regrets, any guilt, any sense of why did I fall for that, to go and to know that it was on your path so that you would reconnect really to your divine energies. Because look, she has her eyes closed, right? She's really listening to her higher self, to her guides. And that is what allows that flow to come in and out. And it's beautiful. You know, you have the Page of Cups. I feel like this is being compassionate to yourself. You know, Aries, you can sometimes be hard on yourself because you want so much good in your life, right? And it comes from this loving place. But when things don't work out the way that you were hoping, right, you can get kind of down on yourself. So it's really about being really compassionate with yourself, understanding that you are working, okay, with others in a very wonderful way in order to create something new. Now, look at this. You have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. All four queens. So I want to show you this because the message here is crazy. You have the Magician, knowing that you have all of the tools and you have all of the queens. So it's really and truly understanding. You may have fallen for somebody else's crystal ball illusion, right? Now you're recognizing, well, wait a minute, I don't need somebody else's quick get rich quick scheme or fad diet or whatever, right? I can manifest what it is that I want in my life because I do have all of the tools. Not only do you have all the tools, you know how to use them in a loving and nurturing way. It's not like you're going out there, slaying dragons. You're doing it in this very lovely way. I will have to say that in a lot of my readings, this energy of divine feminine is really coming in. And I look at this because then on top of that, we have the Empress. You know, being able to step into this energy of truly creating what it is that you want by using, okay, your own tools, by understanding you have everything that you already need. Where's my wombat? Here it is. You have all the tools, the knowledge, the wisdom. You also now have the connection to source in order to create whatever it is that you want. And then underneath that, you have the 9 and 10 of Cups and the Star card. So the Star card is Aquarius. That starts at the end of January. I think February, is Aquarius season. This rebirthing, because to me, the Empress is also about rebirthing. You also have the World card, stepping into a brand new world. If you have been wondering, what is going to happen this year, you've come through something difficult. 2023 is definitely the year for you. So let's see what March has. Yeah, Ace of Swords, stepping into your truth. It's almost like you've learned your own get rich scheme. And I'm not saying it's about getting rich, right? But it's you have created your own plan for how to manifest love, abundance, joy, fulfillment, financial security. You have done it. And then you have environmentalists. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. So, once again, getting into the sense of being really grounded, perhaps after a long time of kind of maybe feeling scattered, not really sure about what was on your path next, coming back into this energy of trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, and becoming very grounded. And then you have the 2 of Cups, okay? Falling in love or the resurgence of a romantic relationship. Love that energy. Faith, miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening to receive beyond anything I can imagine. So look at this. You are along with the loving woman. Okay, and gender doesn't matter. It's that energy of stepping into truly loving yourself. It's almost like you literally discover the key to everything, the key to joy, to happiness, to success, to love. It's kind of like, oh my goodness, I discovered the magic recipe, right, for your life, the life that you want to create. It's not meant for everybody. You're understanding, wait a minute, my life doesn't have to look like everybody's. And Aries, you are very independent, but it's kind of like, yes, I think I was using somebody else's game plan. I fell for that kind of energy. But now I'm stepping into this energy of creating exactly what I want. And in March, I feel like in February, you're financially getting into the situation of being able to create what it is that you want in your life. And then in March, the love comes marching in. Love that energy. Okay, so let's pull a soul truth card for you to finish this out. What a lovely reading. Yes. And Aries, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Yeah, what am I grateful for right now? I think one of the things to be considered here is being grateful for something that happened in 2022, or even maybe before that, but really affected you in 2022. Understanding that really was on my path. You know, it's not about, I'm not going to worry about it anymore, because I feel like you are truly stepping into that energy of why, you know, reflecting on why you took that shortcut. I think you tried to take some type of a shortcut, right? And really stepping into the energy of, okay, wait a minute. It could have been that you tried, interesting, you could have tried to take some type of shortcut, right? Maybe because you didn't trust yourself to be able to manifest what it is that you truly want. But there's also that energy of, well, I just want it now. Now you're understanding, wait a minute, I am the magician. I have all the tools that I need. It doesn't have to take that long when I allow myself to trust in my own capability of manifesting what it is that I want. Yeah, really kind of interesting. I'm going to go think about that for myself. I'm not in Aries, but it's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of an interesting twist on it all. All right, adopt an abundance mindset. Gratitude is the antidote to all of our problems. It is impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves our health, opens our heart, and changes our state. And that is exactly what you are doing here in January. The thing I want, you know, once again, it's about being grateful for something that happened, because it actually has led you to the key of how to manifest the life that you are truly wanting for yourself. So it's allowing yourself to completely drop that energy, any leftover negative energy you have about that situation, and just being truly grateful for it, because you're understanding that was the domino that helped to land you in this amazing energy. All right, well, I'm going to leave it there, Aries. I really do wish you very much luck and joy and abundance in 2023, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.